I'm a Londoner, born in Hackney. I've been a keen cyclist for pretty much all my life. GPS art is something that really has come about purely because after doing any route and you've mapped it with your GPS, it shows you a shape. So during lockdown, I saw that yes, we can create shapes. And as a designer, fashion designer, and an illustrator, I found that I could draw shapes with my bicycle. My bicycle became my pencil. So I would look at a map. I could spend months looking at a map and seeing routes that will become something. So I chose subjects. Recently, I'm as a keen cyclist watching the Tour de France, and Mark Cavendish won the 35th win and became the world's best cyclist. Uh, and I literally thought, I'm going to draw Mark Cavendish. So studied the map and started plotting this. It took about a week or so. Take on board a route, and you start with an A point and a B point, and then you add segments within there. And as you do this, you start looking at common roads that you can cross, that you can go around, and you slowly build up a map. You can create an illustration, a work of art, really, literally by cycling, and the GPS navigates you. But since then, I've done the Solstice Sun, I've done Halloween Witches, Halloween Skulls. The Olympics is something I've had in mind for a while now, and it took about a month and a half to sketch a a vintage Olympic image, which is the Grecian discus thrower. I drew this incorporating the Rafa checkpoint challenge. There was 7 checkpoints I had to meet. The whole ride should have only taken 50, 60 kilometers to do if I just did the checkpoints. But on top of that, I added a sketch, and the sketch included the discus thrower, which is the Olympian. This image was originally used in the 1948 London Olympics, and you can easily find it. But the image replicated this. I also included the Olympic rings within the sketch. This was by far my furthest sketch by far. The drawings can be quite complex, and they can vary in scale and distance. The larger the distance, the less choppy the sketch is. So, as you would imagine, a photograph, if it's less pixelated, if it's pixelated, it's a smaller image. If it has more pixels, it's a bigger bit. It's a bigger, clearer image. To make a demonstration, a GPS drawing clear, you really have to do a large scale. So I would say anything around the 200 kilometers, which I do within a day, 300 kilometers, which I do within a day. The Queen was 300 kilometers, the Solstice Sun was 300 kilometers, but my latest one, the Olympic one, was 425 kilometers. The way you sketch is one continuous line, so you can't really stop and start. Other, if you do pause, you can get round a building and unpause to draw yourself a line where you can't travel through. Other than that, it's one continuous line. It took me the entire weekend, and I would say I had no more than around 3 hours rest within this, and approximately 20 hours of cycling.